Hello everyone, welcome to the session of Introduction to Git and GitHub organized by Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. And this is MD Hasib Hassan, speaker of this event, and I am also a Microsoft Beta Learn Student Ambassador from Independent University, Bangladesh. The topic of our today's session is Introduction to Git and GitHub. And Git and GitHub are the most useful tools for this time or this generation for software development or any type of work of collaboration. First, let's discuss a problem related uh, of collaboration. Like you have a company or a man has a company, and that company has over 1 lakh employee in 5 different countries. So now they want to work in a collaborative way. They want to maintain their everything in a collaboration, but how do they how do they control the workflows of different countries, companies or sub branches, and the peoples, and how can they organize all of the staffs, like 1 lakh members of them? And this problem can be easily solved by Git and GitHub. And what is Git and GitHub? Before going to Git and GitHub, let's discuss about version control system. What is version control system? A version control system, BCS, is a tool that helps track and manage changes to files, especially code, over time. It allows multiple people to collaborate on a project by keeping a record of every modification made, enabling developers to work on different features simultaneously, revert to previous versions, and resolves conflict if multiple changes are made to the same file. Popular BCS tools include Git, SVN, and Mercurial. Version control system is for the version of your development code or the project. Like you are developing a project or a web project for a e-commerce website. Now you have worked on that, and yeah, you see that there are some hello. Now see there are some bugs on that. So now you want to go back to the previous version or the previous code you have did, and there are no bugs. So version control system helps you to revert to the previous codes or the previous repo you have worked, and you can rep- you can fix the bugs from version control system. Now we can go for what is Git. Git is a popular version control system. It was created by Linus Torvalds in 2005 and has been maintained by Junior Harmony since then. And Git is used for tracking code changes, tracking who made changes, and coding collaboration. What does Git do? Manage projects with repositories, clone a project to work on a local copy, control and track changes with staging and committing, branch and merge to allow for work on different parts and version of a project, pull the latest version of a project to a local copy, push local updates to the main project. All of the words, repositories, committing, staging, branch, merge are new to everyone. We will learn that step by step. Git. What is Git? Git is your local repo or local environment, which control the version of your code development. Like like suppose you are developing a code for IRAS or integrated register system. So if you are developing a code for project IRAS, now you have built a version 1, and now you are upgrading that version to version 2. And after upgrading that, and you see that the version 1 was better than version 2, now you want to go back to the version 1, then you need Git, yeah, or version control system. Using Git and version control system, you can easily go back to that version 1 from version 2 to version 1. Now let's talk about what is GitHub. GitHub is a cloud-based platform that uses Git, a distributed version control system, at its core. The GitHub platform simplifies the process of collaborating on projects and provides a website, command line tools, and overall flow that allow developers and users to work together. Git is the version control system of your local PC, and GitHub is the cloud-based Git that helps you to organize your workflows and version control system, and that is on the cloud, and that helps you to get the backup of your project. Why should we use Git? For collaboration, for productivity, for security, for scaling. We using Git and GitHub. Suppose like for a project like database management, where we have a team of 4 members and we are working on in the project 4 members. Can we code my like I'm the team leader and I have 3 members. I am coding the front end and my 3 leaders are coding the back end part. So how can we integrate this thing? How can we work like a team that the all of the code I am doing will be in my 3 members piece computer, and all of the code they are doing will be with me. And that's where come Git and GitHub. You will be doing this project or using Git and GitHub. Now let's talk about GitHub repository. What is GitHub repository? A repository is that contains all your project files, each revision history, and essential parts that help you to collaborate with people. Then, what are branches? Branches are essential part to GitHub experience because they are where we can make changes without affecting the entire project we are working on. Your branch is a safe place to experiment with new features or fixes. If you make a mistake, you can revert to your changes or push more changes to fix the mistake. Your changes won't update on the default branch until you merge your branch. Merging your branch. We will show you the live example or live demo. Then what are commits? A commit is a change to one or more files on a branch. Every time a commit is created, it's assigned a unique ID and tracked along with the time and contributor. Commits provide a clear audit trail for everyone reviewing the history of a file, linked items such an issue or pull request. What are pull requests? Like we are working on a project, we 4 members are working in the same project, we are contributing to the code. So how can we merge our code? How can we collaborate our code together? Before collaborating our code together, uh, our 4 of our members code will be in our 4 of our personal Git, and it will be on different branches on the GitHub. So in the last of the project, or the finishing of the project, we are going to collaborate our project, or merging the whole project. We'll merge the whole project. So we need pull request. A pull request is the mechanism used to signal that the commits from one branch are to be merged into another branch. The team member submitting the pull request ask one or more reviewers to verify the code and approve the merge. These reviewers have the opportunity to comment on changes at their own or use the pull request for itself for further discussion. This is the GitHub flow. This is how it works. Issues. GitHub issues were created to track ideas, feedback, tasks, or bugs for work on GitHub. Issues can be created in various ways. So you can choose the most convenient method for your workflow. Discussions. Discussions are for conversation that need to be accessible to everyone and aren't related to code. Discussion enable fluid, open conversation in a public forum. GitHub pages.